ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're all doing well. I really need to get a haircut. I don't know why I haven't scheduled a haircut for the past half year. It's ridiculous. I really need to. I don't know why I don't. I mean, I know why I don't. It's because I'm lazy. That's the only reason. The barber is less than a block away, and the only reason I haven't done it is because I'm too lazy to call and schedule one. That is the only reason. Hello, Guguts. Welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing? That's the ultimate lazy. I mean, I keep telling people I'm lazy, and then no one believes me. I am lazy. I'm doing right, doing right. Work's a bit slow today. Excited to do some more game deving. It's been a lot of fun actually working on the game recently. I've been enjoying working on the deck builder a lot. So, which is great because I was, originally when I started, I was like a little concerned how well it's gonna work, if it's gonna work, etc., etc. So I'm glad I'm having fun, and it seems like the setup seems like it's gonna be fun to use. So I am glad for that too. Yeah. Other than that, same old stuff. Tomorrow's gonna be busy, I think, for me. But otherwise, yeah. Nothing else new. But the plans are basically, we need to finish up all our current abilities and get their tiered system working. And we probably want to start adding more abilities as well, a lot more. Is you didn't have anything to do if you did? No. It's busy is relative, right? When I get notes, I'll be busy. Now, will I be busy for a long time? No. These notes should take me like 10 minutes to address plus render plus light baking time. So maybe an hour, or I'm not really busy for an hour. It'll be like I'm busy for 10 minutes and then I'm waiting an hour. But you know, it is what it is. No, I'm waiting for I have an environment that I want to work on, but it's still being changed constantly at work. And until they agree on what it's supposed to be, there's not much I can do. Like, just give it to me. Just approve it and give it to me. I'll do it. Like, give me 2 days or something. I'll do it, but I'll be nice and busy for 2 days. It'll be fun. That's how I am. It shouldn't take me longer. Anyway, enough about that. It is time to duel. Oh no, wrong cards. So here's what I'm thinking. I have this. By the way, I've deleted some power-ups. Welcome in. I give and I give, and I still don't have an Orbum card. Welcome in, Orbum Order. How's it going? So old. What is an Orbum? What does an Orbum do? Please describe this Orbum card to me. Whatever you want? Whatever I want? Or whatever the player wants? Those are different things. Who is the you you're referring to? Me, the designer, or you, or me, the player? Who, player? Okay, if you program it in blueprints, I will transfer it into my game. To allow the player to do whatever they want. Yeah. Now, if there is any limitations on this, that means it's not whatever. And then they can't do it. Then we're not putting it in. It has to be whatever they want. Full stop. And then I'll put it in. Yeah, well, if they want God mode, they'll have God mode, right? It's whatever they want. That's the plan. Oh yeah, before we continue with all the power-ups, I deleted a couple from before. So I deleted the blocking one that improved the defenses when you had it, because we're now just blocking fully. And I'll do a different one for increasing like all that kind of stuff. And I also deleted another one that was like a room-based one where they didn't have vision of you. So because we're no longer room-based, it doesn't make sense to have it anymore. So we're at 45 power-ups right now. As you can't see. 45 power-ups. But I'm thinking, before I do the rest, I want to put in a second variable, I think. So we can have up to 2 variables in place. Yeah. So we have variable 1. And I might want to do variable 2. Let's do it. Let's set it up. I think it will give us some options of what to do. Like how to do things. So I think it's a good idea. So I need to get card info. Is it here? Yeah. Oh, sorry, card tier info. Right, so we have the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 values. And I kind of want to put these in a subcategory of their own, but that's kind of a pain as well. Yeah, let's do variable 2 tier 1 value, and I'll make all of these called variable 1 tier 1. Also floats. And we need the show decimal also for the last one. Show. Or I guess variable 2 show decimal. Okay. Card tier we don't want to do. This is just variable 1, variable 2. It's a bit messy. Do I want to put it into a second substruct for each one? I do. It's gonna mess things up, and I know it will, but it'll be nicer if I do. We'll just do it this way. So here we'll do decimal point or float value. And then we'll put in or I guess it's not float value, it's show decimal point. Okay, then we have tier 1, 2, tier 3. That's all fine. And also, I realized I called this tier 1 values. This is not tier 1 values. This is variable 1. Variable 2 values. And now I gotta delete these, which means things are gonna break. Wait. Before I do this, undo. Before I do that, I'm gonna keep them because I want to transfer the values that I put in here. Because right now, so why is this 0? I basically need to transfer over the values. So 25, 50, 75. Because otherwise, tier 1 value is gone. Okay, that's fine. I can make sense of it from the others. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully well. Hopefully all is good. exciting things abound. I'm also trying to think of ways to make this even more interesting. You're okay-ish. I mean, it's not bad, so I mean, some good there, you know. That's something good. Yeah, positive. Like we went over yesterday, right? Gotta think positive. Okay, so this spread increase. Well, I guess. Yeah, we're doing still the same ones. Just like yesterday. That, I mean, that's good, right? Oh, and the rest I haven't set up yet. Oh, one of these didn't I have decimals in one of these? I did. Okay, now I can remove them. Boink. Okay, it's gonna complain. It's gonna complain. Let's see. Where's my card? Oh, this actually is fine. Here, where's the problem area? There it is. There's the problem area. Okay, so this one we set up. This is break. Show decimal goes here. Tier 3. Tier 2. 1. Bam, done. Okay. And the other thing we need to do is do another replace here. And instead of variable, I'll do variable 2. I know. Crazy. And that's going to be variable 2. What can we reuse here? Well, we can reuse this. Actually, I can reuse quite a bit. So if we break this, we have access to all of that, and then we just plug this in here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, then yeah, this still goes back up here. This one we don't need. There we go. So inventive, creative. Thank you. Finally, someone sees my genius. By putting a 2 here, it is a completely unique thing. Right? I've learned from the best. Spider-Man 2. Right? Completely different. Okay. Hey, Xavier Optics. Welcome in. Still getting the hang of blueprints. You don't know how you do it. I'm a very visual person. This is very visual. So, it's great. If you have questions about like anything I'm doing, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to explain. Like what I'm doing or why I'm doing it or how it works. But yeah, for blueprints, it's just a matter of, do you know what you want? Yes. Right click and search for it. Right, and that's it. Do I want to know like what I can plug into this thing? I just drag out of here with search with context sensitive on. Right? I can just, okay, well, what can go in here? Well, AI can go in here. I can see if it's valid AI direction. That's cool. Well, I can just like look at it in a nice organized manner and be like, oh, well, I want to check on PCG something. What's PCG here? I can check pins. I can break pin property. I can check if it's advanced pin or normal pin. Oh, that's cool. I can do some pin stuff. Right? I can learn just by opening and just reading what's available to me in context to a bool output. So when I'm dealing with strings, I'm like, I don't know, what can I do with a string? I can just drag out and then just search string and then bam. Oh, I can convert string to a lot of stuff, and I can change the upper lowercase. There's a string table now. You know, bunch of string stuff here, whole category for it. It's very nice and organized. I love it. There's so many things, it melts your brain. Don't look at so many things. Look at the thing that you need. It's not like when I right click and get a node, it's not like I know every single node in here. I probably don't even know like 10% of the nodes, I would guess. But you don't need to know every single node. You need to know the nodes you need to know. And the nodes you don't know, you will learn them when you need them. Like I am not the kind of person that goes and learns stuff. For a lot of times for us beginners, we don't know what we want / need. I mean, that's a separate problem. That's not an Unreal problem, right? At that point, you got to figure out what you want to do. But that's not you not knowing how to use Unreal. That's you not knowing what do you want to make or what do you want to do, right? Because once you know what you want to make, like let's say you want to make a box move, and you want to make a box be thrown and fall, and as it falls, depending on it'll change colors. Like every time it hits the ground and rolls, it'll change colors. Let's just say you're doing something like that. You know everything you want to do, and now you need to look up those specific things. How do you do them? And then you'll learn. Well, how do I grab an object? How do I throw an object? How do I make a material that changes color? How do I then change the color of it based on hitting the ground, right? You start breaking it down. And that's it. You learn those little things, whatever that little thing is that you need, right? And you break it down more and more until you figure out, okay, this is everything you need. But if you're thinking of like, oh shit, I want to make a game. And oh shit, how do I make a game? Oh, no, too far. What do you want to do? Especially when you're starting out. You want to make a character run and be able to hit something. Great. Look up how do you create a basic character and how do you make them run? How do you make the default mannequin run? Start there. Okay, you made him run. Okay, next. How do you make him do an attack? Like an animation attack, right? And then just you learn little by little. You're not trying to learn every single node. That's insane. Just figure out what you want to do, what you want to make. Just break it down more and more and more until it's completely like logical and makes sense to you. And you'll have a quite simple time learning it all. There's tons and tons of tutorials, but you gotta figure out what you want to do. As soon as you know what you want to do or what you want to make or anything, just Google it or YouTube, forums, lots of places. You can break everything down, especially with Unreal and getting started. There's so many tutorials on it. But yeah, you gotta do that. Fair. Good. Yeah, HB45 Master, welcome in. But once you learn that, you then have to rewrite and relearn everything correctly because you will never see the basic tutorials managing memory correctly. I still don't know how to manage memory correctly. I don't know any of that stuff. You don't need to know all of that stuff. Once you're advanced, once you're at the point where you need to manage memory, you're there. You're learning about managing memory. Cool. And sure, your first game or your second game or whatever your project is might not be the most optimized thing in the world. That's fine. The next one will be. You've learned. You've improved. You don't have... If you're trying to make the perfect thing the first time, you'll fail every time. It's an impossibility. Like, it's just not happening. Unless you want to spend, like, years and years and years and then you're behind on everything else. Good the way you know it. And if it breaks, then why it break? And if it breaks, then learn why it breaks. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like this project, right? Is it the most optimized, best thing, best way of doing everything? No. It works. It works well. I'm using it to learn a bunch of new stuff. Awesome. I have no complaints. And I'll tell you this. Absolutely nobody that plays your game will care if you managed your memory or not. Not a single person will care at all. Does it play? Is it performant and is it fun to play? That's it. You could spend years micromanaging every little detail, every single node. If the game's not fun to play and and performs, it doesn't matter. Now, performance is subjective. Your goal could be 60 frames. It could be 140 frames per second. That's subjective. That's how do you want your game to play. Some games are going 30 for whatever reason still. But point is, don't stress at that. You're a beginner. Don't stress. They will teach you all that, and then you have to take what they say with a grain of salt because it will never be scalable to the point you want it to be. Who is they? You say they will teach you. Who is they? You just take what you can from every tutorial and teacher, but always follow good practices or you'll end up with a spaghetti you can eat. That's fine. I see no problems with your first, what's it called? Your first graphs, make it like this. Make this. Have this be your first graph. There you go. Have this be your first graph. Does it run? Does it work? Did you accomplish your goal, whatever it was? Yes? Don't worry about it. Next time you'll do better. The time after that you'll do better again. Time after that you'll do better again. You'll continue to improve. If you stress over this right at the beginning as a beginner, you're never going to get anywhere. Don't worry about it. Whether this is spaghetti or not, doesn't matter. If you're in a group project, sure. But that's it. Also, it seems... Why is IQ being such a butt? I thought I would fix this yesterday. It's doing the thing again. Hey, Steve. Hello, Zedab. Welcome in. How's it going, guys? Welcome in. It's doing the thing again. The same thing it was doing yesterday. I don't know why. It was fine before. No, it's fine. Back. At least I know how to fix it now. Oh, wait. Why did it change the all my settings? Hold on. So I found why it's doing it, and for some reason it reset it.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
For some reason it's set to balance, and this should be on like this balanced setting, which is considerably faster. I don't know why I reset back to balance though. Basically, it was yeah. There you go. Because it was just basically not pushing the fans enough. So hopefully now it should be fine. I don't know when you hit save. Yeah, you hit save. You should just save. Yeah, okay. Hopefully it'll save this time. Can I ever make a game perform better than 20 FPS? It also depends on your hardware, right? And it depends on what you're trying to do. But that's fine. Make a game that performs at 20. Then start optimizing. Figure out, hey, learn how to profile. Then learn to optimize. You know, little by little, you'll improve. Also, when you start to learn tutorials, you learn enough to learn by yourself, finding out what you could do better and all that. Yeah. Exactly. You start little by little. Look at Modular. The code is lots and lots of if, then. And still one of the most popular game. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. The best, well, ads are almost done. I'll continue after the ads. Okay. Yeah, Modular has code things underneath it. The best example that people always use that I agree with is what's it called? Undertale. Giant switch statement for all dialogue tree options. But it works. Right? It doesn't matter. It works. And that's the main thing. Nobody cares that is playing the game how it was made. I'll tell you this. If you put every single logic on tick in Unreal, the most like horrendous thing you can think of, just put everything on tick. But if it runs at 60 frames per second, no one's gonna give a shit. No one's gonna give a shit at all. Not a single person. The only people that will care are people who will look at your code. Well, what do they care? They're not the ones playing the game. They're just analyzing your code. Are the people who are playing the game still having 60 frames per second and they're enjoying the game? They don't care. There are ways to, like, when you go X, like, super large scale, like, right, when you go, like, big open world games, but then you're not making the game by yourself at that point. You have other things to concern yourself about. You're now working with a team, you now need to be clean, and right, there's now, like, a whole lot more than just that one thing. So, I'm talking about, like, one person teams. You're learning out. You're starting out. You're learning. Hey, Red Knight, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, try turning scalability down. Also helps to depending on your hardware. Try turning Lumen and Nanite off. Yeah, well, you don't need to turn Nanite off. Just don't use Nanite. But yeah, make sure Lumen is off, especially. It works to some degrees, but for console optimization, it's a different game, I guess. But yeah, simple game on PC would be 100. If you're a beginner, we're talking about beginners here, to be clear. If you're a beginner, why are you making for a console? That's your first mistake. Don't develop for a console as a beginner. You should, like, your goal as a beginner is way too high. You know, let's start just from the get-go. You know, make a game for PC first. Have it run. Make a Flappy Bird or something. No beginner should be thinking about consoles. Even intermediate people probably shouldn't be thinking about consoles unless they know like they're gonna be games gonna be successful and all that, right? Your problem is making a framework for a game, but it's also a product you're selling on the market. So it's extremely important that everything. Yeah, but that's a specific thing for you, right? Where you're making also a product to sell. So yes, you need to do it because you're making a product. But as a person just learning it, you can be old spaghetti, it doesn't matter. Not at all. Can I collapse this to a function? Yes. Yes, I can. I can collapse all of this to a function. Tier values to string. Card tier and oh, and then I can make this pure, right? Yeah, I can make this pure. And then I'm going to do boink, boink. Unreal Engine Flappy Bird with ray tracing RGB lights, do it. As a beginner, that's a fantastic game to start figuring out how to make anything. Make a Flappy Bird. I'm not talking about making games to like put on Steam. I was making games to learn how to use the engine. Like when you're starting out, just make something. Make a ball bounce. Make a ball bounce and get a cylinder and make it so when you hit the ball, it flies. Like it goes like flying somewhere. Basically, make baseball, right? And then figure out like see how do you calculate the distance of how far it flies, and just have that be like an updated number. Cool. And then have like, and now add like maybe like a hold button instead of pressing the button. Now you have to do a hold, and depending how long you held it for, it will shoot it further. You know, like start just building stuff and learning stuff a little bit. That's like beginner stuff. That's what I recommend for beginners. Or use Unreal Engine 4.27 if you don't need Lumen. If you're a beginner, I wouldn't recommend anyone using Unreal 4 these days. There's no reason to. If you don't need Lumen, just turn it off. Just go ahead to project settings, or put a post-process volume and disable Lumen. Learning Unreal 4 these days, unless you're going for a studio specifically using Unreal 4, is not going to help you. Because everyone's going to Unreal 5. If you don't know how to use Unreal 5 with the latest stuff, right, you can't really apply for new studios, for new jobs. You will be stuck at studios that are still using old tech in games that have been working for a long time, yes, you can do it, but I think you're hurting yourself. You're barely an advanced user. You've released 4 games. I've released 0 games. Compared to me, you're definitely more advanced. You should delete a bunch of blueprints. Yikes! All that I forgot. What do you mean? No, I didn't. They're right here. I organized it into a function. So instead of having those giant things, I just made this, and all of that functionality is just here. There it is. I didn't delete anything. I made it organized, and now it's just this. It's nice, compact. And if I have another thing that I want to do later, I can just do another one, and I can plug it in and pipe it in. No, I just made it modular. Yeah, I condensed it. Exactly. I made it modular because I noticed that it's the same thing for both of these. And if I wanted to, I could even condense this actually. But I don't want to put another. This is fine. I could put this also into it if I wanted to. I would need another string input and string out, or I don't need another output, but I need a string input. And then I can tie them together, but this is fine. Or actually, let's do that. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Oops. This goes here. This goes to the 2. Yeah, this goes to the 2. This goes to the exit. Source string. In here. Get source string. And we need to pipe in a another string. This is going to be variable string. Get variable string. So now I can pipe this in here. I can remove this. I can remove this. Oh, why do I have 2 returns? I don't need 2 returns. String. So now we can put this in here, and then bam. And then here I can do variable, and here I can do variable 2. Ta-da! So we've now condensed it even more. And if I need to, I just reuse this. Hey, you're enough. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. How did you miss? I mean, I'm done with the game. We're actually getting ready to publish. Yeah, so not much. You guys lots of problems still? That's fine. Using custom tag to drive value on UMG? No. So what I have is a data table. and it has a bunch of text. And here, basically, I have. I love that I added this. I have just says, you know, little carrots or whatever they're called. Variable, and I can change to like variable 2, and I'll change which variable it grabs the information from. So that's all it is. This just gets replaced from data table. Originally, I set it up with, hey, Sir Mom, welcome in. How's it going? Can you do a quick playtest? Let us see it. The game? Or, oh, hold on. Right, well, I changed a bunch of stuff, so it's going to give me a lot of errors right now. So hold on. I got to fix all the things because I changed my stuff to use break 1, 2, 3. Oh, I also need to then change this one to those other tabs. I also need to have my search now work with tier 2 values. Open all airports. You spend a few hours getting to endgame item locations, and in a way earlier chapter in Final Fantasy 15, the weapons weren't there. Rip. I fear the red error. Oh no. No, this is fine. I knew this was gonna happen, so I don't mind. This was very planned, right? It's because I put all of these in a struct, so now I just need to do this, break, and just rehook it up. Some of these we need to slightly adjust because I'm gonna want to check yeah, I'm going to like have this happen on 2 separate things. Yeah. Yeah, we'll need to do some changes, but in the long run, we'll have access to 2 different variables we can grab from. So I think it's gonna be good. So yeah, once I replug this in, I'll show you guys. System. Oh, those 3. Those 3. These are easier to connect. Nice. Okay. These along. So okay. There we go. So ooh, hold on. Here we go. Problem? What happened? Access not trying to read. Remove deck card. I broke some stuff as expected. If you're wondering, you have red things when you cook the game. Yeah, that's the worst. With that system, you can edit a text in the data table in a text editor, for example, and the value change will still work much better than using a custom UMG. Yeah, I just edited it in here. Well, in the data you saw, I just type in what I want and just put like var, and then it'll work. Like everything will populate. I still need to set up the like all the functionality and all that, but yes. What's happened? Well, let me maybe because oh, you know why it is? It's because I need to reset my save game, I'm pretty sure. Let's double check that's the reason. Save games, delete. No? Access done trying to read. Remove deck card. Wait. Ew. It's right there. It's right there. Oh, is it because refresh notes? Do I need to refresh the notes? Why is it not? Why is it not happy with me? Use that technique one day for sure thing. Yeah, sure. When can we start playing my game? I mean, I release a works this way. It doesn't work this way. I release a monthly update every month with a devlog. You know about the refresh note? Yeah. Sometimes it errors out, and you just need to right click and do refresh notes. And if the input has changed, it'll realize, oh yeah, that's the proper input. So wait a second. What is this? Is this edible? Expels and spawn. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah, we get it from here. Deck builder. What's the problem then? Is for some reason it not getting it? Is valid? Oh, it's not even printing. Hold on. That's not firing at all, which I guess makes sense. On drop, what's the problem here? Is valid. Is it hard to do a multiplayer on Unreal Engine? I cannot speak on that. I have never done multiplayer. Okay, it's valid. Yeah, I've never done multiplayer. So where am I getting? Oh, hold on. I see the problem. It's add to deck. That's the target. Then it is this. So, wait, how does this work before? Again, it's one of those things where you do something, and then you question how it was working before. Oh, no one's doing this. This should be correct. So... on drop... well, no, hold on. Am I on the right thing? No. Here. On drop. It does this. I never save it. So, how did I do this before? Or why did this work before? If I go to my... it got deselected here. That's what happened. How did I get why did they get deselected? There we go. Found the problem. The code was all right. Something got disconnected. So that explains that. So basically, in my graph, I have this variable. Instance editable and exposed on spawn, right? And basically, when you have it exposed on spawn, in your where you have the graph here, right? If I have it selected on the right here, if I select the actual thing, on the right here, you can see here it is. It is exposed variable, and I need to just select it. For some reason, this got cleared. I don't know why or how. But yeah, this was just empty. That's why it didn't have the variable. And so I was like, it's set to none. I'm like, what do you mean it's set to none? It was working fine before. But yes, now we have this working again. Yep. UI is cool. Thank you. Because I refreshed now, but it works now. Yeah, don't know why. Whatever. Yeah, if you guys have never seen this, guess what we've been working on? Let me show you what happens when we add some cards, because you can pick up cards, which is what we set up last time. So in our cards data table, I'll just set like these three to be drop on level 0, which is my testing level. And then if I take this, and just do like this. Right, so I have these cards. If I come here and I grab a new one, I get another one. So you can see it's going up each time. It's not detecting. I need to fix the check for the first tier. But you can see I grabbed the first one, then the second one, then the last level, and they cost different amounts depending on the tier. And I can sort them. I can organize them by name, by the time I picked up, or by rarity, or by tier rather. Did you use SDF for the UI? I don't know what SDF is. So, no. No. So something here stopped working. When we swapped it to the tier system. Let's see. Let me just delete my save game and we'll try this one more time just to confirm. Oh yeah, critical chance 10. There we go. Health 50. There we go. Now it's working. Yeah, I just need to delete my save game, and now it's properly doing it. And eventually I will run out of cards I can get that I've unlocked. And there we go. So now I only have the 1 health up normal, and then the next one I got was the tier 2 one, and then a tier 3 one. By the way, these all have a random chance, or like a an amount to get, like a chance to get. Like commons are 50 to 1. Tier 1 is 50 to 1 or 75 to 1. Tier 2 is 25 to 1, and tier 3 is 10 to 1 odds. That's kind of how it's set up. I'll leave this at 0 for testing. Yeah, it works. There's one thing I do need to fix, though. I'll do that after the ads. But what is SDF for the UI? What is SDF? It's kind of blurry texture that you can use smooth step in the material to make it not resolution dependent. Because I'm gonna use a 128 texture that looks crisp at 4K. Well, I assume you just turn off mip mapping, and then you'll see the pixels. You'll just be blown up. Like, there's ways to do that. But to change the the way it basically recomputes when you scale it. Yeah, you don't need to use like anything special for that. Will it give something else if it doesn't give anything? If it doesn't give anything, that means you have gotten every single upgrade for that boss of that tier. Or just like if you unlock all cards of tier 1, then at the current moment it doesn't drop you anything. I might have it drop you like a potion or something, like a extra health up or something. Like as just a use one, not like a save. You sure you use math and not texture to show the texture? Hard to explain. Yeah, it's probably one of those things that I gotta see. But one thing we need to fix right now is when I grab a card here, I can click on it, and I shouldn't be able to click on it. We should not be able to click on it. Oh, cards a selection. Oh, it needs to be preview mode. There we go. That should fix it. I didn't fix it. Why didn't I fix it? Probably because it got reset. Somewhere here. Ah, yes. It's set to preview mode. That means on mouse button down. I'm pretty sure it should do nothing. Well, it should return handled, actually. That's a new mode. So is that the problem? Oh, no, it was a mouse enter. Isn't it? Not equal to preview. Dixie's SDF fonts to do that. Oh. Also, what a terrible name. I'll say it. SDF. Terrible name. Why did it turn purple? What happened there? Hold on. Beats? Once again. Oh. No, it does nothing. Is hovered false? This. It's not technical. Okay, that's why. So selection and deck available will do this. Deck unavailable and pre-mode will not. There we go. Let's do it this way. There we go. That is the wrong color for that value. That was the wrong color for that value. Why is it the wrong color? Hello, Elemental Magic's card game. What a name. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Are you here to grace your stream with your presence? Well, thank you. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. That is the correct color. Okay. Go away before I pick up the next card. That is not the correct color. It should be green. Actually, why is it yellow? Hold on. Wait. What? Yellow means it's not updating the color at all. So set the card info. If it is selection or deck available. Image card icon? Oh, it resets the tint color? Yes. And then it sets the card outline to the card tier color. Which should happen here when we do the set card info. So why is it being a butt? It's all fine. Tier 3 color, purple. Tier cool, green, and white. So, what's going on? Default here is yellow. So if it's yellow, that means it didn't get assigned the color. So if I come here and it's yellow, that means it's not getting the color. Okay. Or it's somehow resetting the color back. So let's see what's going on. Do show card preview. Let me do that here. We go hard ref. We go new. Oh, hold on. This new card. Yeah, that's the one we're adding. That's correct. This should be all correct. So what's going on? Why a butt? Why is it being a butt? Okay, let's do a little print string here. Print string. Break. Break. Print the tier. Three. So it prints the correct tier. So it understands the correct tier. So that information is being passed along. It's probably somewhere really stupid where this is a problem. Tier 2. Okay. So information is being passed along. Okay. It is getting the information here. Oh, why am I just setting the selection bar here? Hold on. I think I figured out the problem. Where's the outline one? Outline. Background divider, outline. Set, brush, tint, color. Also be based on this. There we go. Now it's green. Print string hello is a good friend. I love print string. It is my best debugging thing. There we go. Now it's purple. So now it's showing the correct outline color for the tier that you're getting. Yep. Tier 3, and it should match here. Yep. As we see. And yeah, now I'm out because here, let me make a few more of these 0 so we can test with a few more. Somebody forgot to ask, is your game going to be inside rooms only? No. We actually changed it last month with the last devlog and everything. Here, I'll show you. It is basically now an ARPG. So, the whole room-based system's gone. As you can see, I already have enemies here. It is no longer room-based. Which means I can put whatever. I can make this a forest. I can do whatever I want. Now, some things I still need to fix is, for example, I don't know why the... Oh, I have nothing in my deck right now, right? Yeah, I have nothing in my deck, so I'm only getting health upgrades. It's always the little thing that's stupid and costs us time, sadly. It always is. Yeah, I always tell people it's always the little things that cause the biggest issues. But yeah, it's now more like open, like an ARPG. So you can pretty much go wherever you want. Whenever you saw me getting card choices there, that happens when you get to one of these notches. Apparently, this hotkey that I use also puts it in this mode. Okay, whatever. When you get to one of these notches, there's 3 of them on the first floor. You get the card selection. And when you get like through the entire thing, then the boss portal spawns. And then you go fight the boss and progress. A lot of blood. Yeah, it was all covered in blood. That's what it was. It was the blood view. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. So next thing I need to do is we need to upgrade our search. So now we have multiple tiers. So now I need to make this better and bigger. So the way we're going to do this is I need this, this, and all of this per tier. Okay, so if I collapse this to a function, check tier values. This can all be a pure. So we need to, oh dear God. So this is the search text. Search string, not text. And then we need melee and ranged. The bottom one is ranged. Okay. Now this I don't need this all the way through. So this input pin is the hard tier. And this can go here. Go. Did you make all the card artwork? Oh, it's all a placeholder. That's all AI generated. All placeholder, all AI generated. Yeah, I did that over the weekend because I got tired of looking at just like AS, AB for like Airblade. That's all I had before. Just 2 letters and a blue background. I'm like, you know what? Let's just put something there that's actually pretty to look at for the time being. So I just generated all of those with AI. I have not found an AI that does good art. I mean, I wasn't planning to like have Final be AI generated anyway, but I wish I could get like an AI that does like it decently. That'd be nice, but nope. That's up a little bit. No, I was using Midjourney. As a solo dev, I think AI can be used as a tool to accelerate the development. Yeah. I don't mind AI being used to like as prototyping and whatever else. I don't want it in the final product because one, I don't know if it's ethically sourced. Let's call it that way, right? I don't know the proper terminology for that. I don't know if it's ethically sourced, in which case, if I want to put it on Steam, I need to make sure it's ethically sourced. And so that's hard when you just grab it off something like another website. And so I'd rather just not have any AI in the end. Now, I am fine with using AI as like getting ideas and like shitty concept art, basically. I'm fine with that. Like, start with like an idea of it and then like tweak stuff and then use that as like a little base point, like starting off point to make like a 3D model. That's fine to me. So yeah. A model that has more ethic than others, yeah. But, unless you somehow know everything it's trained on, you just have to take their word for it, right? And, that's up to the person, whether they want to do that or not. So, here, you do this. And then I can just duplicate this. Plug in the card info. Tier. Ranged. Melee. It's our string. This is not a pretty thing. God. Is there any way for me to make this even a little bit more cleaner? I don't think there is. A little bit better. A little bit easier to read. But ain't great. But it ain't great. Okay. There we go. So now we should check both. Oh, the AI artist. You remind me of the I saw on I think a bit ago. I think Moist Critical did a video on it. I think that's where I saw it, where the guy that won a contest using AI art in a regular like art contest wanted to copyright his AI artwork. That was trippy. That was an interesting art. I didn't see that one coming. But you know, it's a little scary at I guess I'll just say how stupid people are getting because of like all these assistive tools. It's just because you don't need to learn anything. And it makes sense, right? Like, I don't know how to change the tires of my car if I get a flat tire. My stepdad gave me crap for it at one point because I got a flat tire. It's like, how do you not know how to do this? I'm like, why would I know this? It's a generational thing. But, like, a lot of, younger people are relying on AI art on, like, a lot of stuff. And people now have trouble like, reading. Because they don't read anything anymore. Because they don't need to read. They can just use AI to generate, essays. They don't need to learn how to write or anything, right? And it's becoming a genuine problem. So yeah, I don't know. It's there's no way around it. It's gonna continue like that. You can't stop progression. You can't stop progress. It's it can be worrying. You love using AI to have new ideas, not using a basic prompt and ship whatever comes out of it. Yeah, I like using AI for like brainstorming. I think if you need like a lot of just quick ideas to just like get started to figure out like where do you want to go with something, or like how do you want to do something, and it's like, hey, generate 50 methods, or 50 like scenarios where someone that is a knight in a fantasy world that is going to do this, and give me 50 scenarios of what he finds along the way, and he'll just generate 50 scenarios, right? That doesn't mean that any of them are going to be good, but they're good starting off points where you can build on top of them. For like a couple of them, like maybe like one or two of those, like, oh yeah, that's actually like something that would fit what your need. It's like, okay, and then you build on top of it. Like for stuff like that, it's like, cool. I think it's perfectly fine, like as a use case. Hey, Miss Spaghetti, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. And I need to swap this guy out. This guy. All we need to do. Look at card collection, sort of cards. Yeah, everything else is good. Yeah, kill this. Okay. So now it should search both of the tier values, which unfortunately we don't have anything that uses 2 tier values right now. So I can't test it. I mean, actually I could. we can make it second tier card. Art is not the terms, but some work can be needed. Sounds so simple. LLM is so basic to do that kind of work, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's the worst it's ever going to be right now. It'll only get better. You're a professional AI prompt engineer. Cats, please, and boom, free cats. Damn, Mr. Brischetti. They should hire you. Everyone should hire you for $600,000 a year, because that's some of the rates I've seen some AI people be getting. Not for just prompt people, but like AI people.
Here.
To be fair.
For ads.
There we go. Look at that. Variable 1, variable 2. Exactly. Thank you. My skills are severely underpaid. Well, let's be honest here. Is there anyone in any job or profession that thinks their skills are overpaid? Let's be honest with ourselves here. Do you think anyone anywhere, at any job, at any pay, will ever say that they're overpaid? Someone who's too nice for their own good, maybe. But most, like, you know, I think 99 times out of 100, no. CEO for sure. No, I'm saying someone who's overpaid and will say they're overpaid. No one will say they're overpaid. You see a Reddit post? I do nothing at work, make 6 figures, I feel bad. I mean, see that is either a tech company when they're truly are doing nothing, because, you know, what happens with like Google and Twitter and everywhere, where they hired so much, ran out of work, and just kept people around. Or they're actually really good and talented, and they do things really quickly, and so they feel like they're doing nothing because they have little to do, because they finish things quickly. So, yeah. It's odd. There have been scenarios where, like, I will do something, and if I know there's like not a lot of work, and it's like worryingly not a lot of work, I'll pretend to take longer. Right? Because it's odd, right? Like, for example, most artists, I don't know about most, okay, everywhere I've worked, I've been an hourly rate, right? I've not been paid by project, I've not been paid a salary, I'm being paid by hour. Even though I work at companies, right? And as an hourly employee, I'm motivated to take longer, not to do things quicker. But I can't be bothered to take longer. So the alternative is I finish work quickly, and then, you know, you could do this. But then, let's say you do this, right? Let's say you're fast, and so you run out of work, and you're doing this. You're twiddling your thumbs. Well, it's like, well, now should you feel bad about it? Because you're doing nothing. No. Because you did the work quickly. You just they run out of work. That's not something. It's personal preference, I guess, on whether you feel bad. But I don't know. I don't think you should feel bad because you were skilled enough to do something quickly. Now, if you were to, like, finish quickly and then not say anything, and then, you know, there's work to do, and that's a different story, right? Then you should feel bad because you're now holding people up that were expecting you to do stuff when you're freed up and you're not doing it. But, you know, again, if you just do things quickly because you're good and the work runs out because you're too good, I wouldn't feel bad about that. So whether you do anything at work, it's whether you made the company money because of you. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people were like afraid of AI, you know, being replaced, losing work. I've never felt worried about being replaced, and I've never felt worried about well, never is a strong word. Not in any recent memories, not in the last, you know, 5 years or whatever it is. I'm not worried about any of that stuff because once you are past being a junior, once you get to the senior levels, you know, it's not easy finding people at that skill level. The higher up the chain you go, the safer your position becomes, effectively, right? Because it's easy to find juniors, but it's hard to find seniors that are good. So, yeah. They also require more pay, though. So sometimes you'll pay seniors who are good to do nothing just to make sure they don't go anywhere else. That's also a thing. Why is this back to be broken? Why can't I click on this? Why can't I click? What did I do? How did I break it again? The only thing you learn from being an efficient worker is you get punished with more work. I mean, you're not wrong. But I mean, you're not wrong. But if you do things well, you're gonna get better pay and, you know, promoted. Assuming you're in a good company. If you're doing a lot of work and you're not getting rewarded for it, your boss doesn't care, no one's noticing, yeah, that's demotivating, in which case you should talk to your boss and be like, hey, like, am I, you know, doing a good job? And find out if you're doing a good job. And if they're noticing if you're doing a good job. You know, if no one cares that you're doing a good job, then maybe it's time to find another job where people do care. Like, don't quit, but like you can start looking for another job. If you only are paid for promoting, for prompting on mid-turning, it's a scam. But if you're paid to train your own Modular, yeah, of course, that's actually. People over glorify AI. It's just a Wikipedia that responds to you using predictor text. Yep. Oh yeah, it pretty much is. Yeah. AI is cool though. It does things for you faster than you can think. Some things, yes. But it doesn't do them accurately. Hey, Whiskey University, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Don't be the guy that does the work nobody else wants to do either. No. Do be that guy. Yeah, do be that guy. I'm that guy all the time. And you know what that has resulted in? A nice job and a lot of experience and skills. That's what that being that guy means. If you're not someone that does things that nobody else wants to do, that means you will never be asked to do those things, which means you'll never learn to do those things well and efficiently and quickly, in which case they will find someone else who will, and then they'll pay them a lot of money to do those things. Or you could do those things, learn those skills, get better at those things, so it doesn't take you a long time to do those things, and then be like, hey, I've improved here. Now I also do all this stuff. Can I get a promotion? I mean, that's just my 2 cents. It's just a matter of perspective, right? You're just gonna let Tesla's Optimus do all your dirty work? Do it. Why can't I do anything? Let's see. Oh, interesting. It's not clicking at all. What? What happened? What happened? Actually, go back to your print string here. See if it's the cards or it's just the area in general. No, it's not reading clicks here at all. Huh. Why is it not reading any clicks anymore? Is it because of this? I think so. What happened? It was working. Why? Why? It was working. It was working. For example, you work on a remaster of a game and you want to use AI to upscale textures by and train the AI yourself with the same artistic direction of the original material. It's not so easy to say it's good or not. Well, it depends. Who owns the copyright for the original material? If you, as the company, own the copyright to the original material, you're free to do whatever you want. That's legally okay. As far as I know right now. Right? You own the copyright, and you do that. Now, is it like morally okay? That's a different story. That's debatable. It was working until Todd Howard shut up. Damn you, Todd. Damn you. Yeah, Prince here. Oh. I see. It's now when I hover here, it is not detecting the card below it anymore. It was before. Why is it no longer doing that? I'll self and all children. It's fine. Why am I? Selecting it. The problem is this. So why did it work before? So basically what's happening is when it hovers, right, it spawns, it basically puts the top image on top of it. So it looks like it's getting bigger, but it's not actually modifying. It's just another thing appears on top. But when it's on top, I can't do anything anymore. It's because it's a preview version. Oh, I think I know. Hold on. Is it because I did this before? No. Okay. Okay. The graph. Do we do this open? Can I set focus on self and then ignore it? Is that possible? Let me just test something. If I changed the menu anchor, so match bottom left corner will say above. Yeah. So that's the problem. It pops up on top of it. And it is eating up the input. Here it's visible. Hold on. Can I just do not hit? Can we just do that? No. No, I can't. How do we make it so... How do we make it so it doesn't eat the mouse input? I said to be preview mode. Yeah, all I'm doing is, I'm spawning the widget blueprint on top of it. That is the bigger version. Yeah, so that's how this works. And it was working before. I don't know what changed. Where this, right, the one here, when I drag it to the bottom, when I hover over it, that's just it. It just puts it in the same spot. So it looks like when I'm hovering over it, it's expanding and contracting, but really is just showing you this version instead. But clicking it means clicking on the top one, not on the bottom one. Now, I can make it so... I can make it so I can duplicate it by changing it to deck available. But that's not what I want. Okay. What I can do is set or disable or make not hit testable. Set visibility widget self and all children. Let's see if this works. Aha! There we go. Fix it. Okay. Bam. So what I just did is when it pops up, we just create a new function that makes everything and its children not hit testable. And then it's fine. The odd thing is, again, I had issues with this before, but for some reason, and I made it so all of these, like every single one of these, is either not hit testable self and all children, or not hit testable self already. So it's odd that it's detecting mouse clicks. I don't know how it's detecting mouse clicks. In certain scenarios, I do want it to detect mouse clicks, so it's fine. But that not hit testable doesn't make full sense to me still. The Google search says to set the top layers unhandled. Wrong section. Wrong, what section? Yeah. I know where unhandle is, but yeah, it's wrong area. But yeah. So cool. So now this works. Now we can do this. Add. Let me just double check that I can still pick up cards. This is white. Good. Green. Green. White. And also look, percent sign. Or decimal, 1.5%. But all the other ones don't have a decimal point. Yeah. Did it. It's not, no. So this entire system is not made with buttons. You can't make it with buttons. Because a button eats your input. So if you want to drag and drop, you cannot use you can't use a button. I originally made it with a button to just, you know, press and hold, you know, to just add it to my collection, you know, and all that good stuff. But you cannot do... Ooh, tab actually works to tab through these? I don't know if you... See right there. Might be a hard... I don't know if it'll come through. But it's... You can see the... I can tab through them. And I can shift tab through them. Huh. That's good to know. That's really good to know. But yeah, as I was saying, they're not buttons. Buttons will eat your inputs. If you want to do a drag and drop, when you press, it will press the button, right? Assuming the button is the entire thing. So you can't then continue to detect something else because the button has eaten the input. I don't know if that's the right word, but I hope you understand, right? The button has been pressed, and so it knows it's being pressed. And so, okay, like it's like the button's like, oh, I got it, and so it's no longer detecting if it can no longer detect if it's dragging and all that stuff. I want to say that would be hard to use a controller, no button, but yeah, I guess not. I will need to set up controller support. Yes. I'll need to do like quite a few things. So what the plan is basically to have like, I think like, let's say the left joystick will allow you to like select through the cards, and then like a button that, lets you like, switch to the deck, like card collection selection and deck selection, and then another one that will let you like tap through these, or I might look into how do I recreate a mouse with a controller, and then you'll have like a little, not a mouse, but like a little icon that will work just like a. But that's not as good. That's not as good, I think. So I think I should do the quickly selecting things. The only thing that's not going to be available for a controller is the search. Oh yeah, by the way, we made this be 25 to 69. We never did test this. If I type 25, we still get this. If I type in 69, ooh, it doesn't work. Wait. It should find 69. That's not nice. Okay, so the search is not fully fixed, fully working. Let me just actually double check that if I put it here, it's also not going to work, right? I copied it. Yep. What's the problem? Oh, I know what the problem is. It helps when you plug these in. It helps when you plug things in. Too many times. Man, too many times, that's my problem. I do something and I forgot to plug it in. So this and this, right, is 25. And you can see both of them. And then I type in 69. And it's still here. And just to confirm, if I clear it, everything, 69. Nice. Now we can search by both variables. A lot of games do like Destiny and No Man's Sky. What part? I think I looked at the message probably too late to get the context. Are you going to add Bop It controller support? If Unreal has documentation on it, yeah, why not? Also settle for Guitar Hero controller support. Well, Guitar Hero, I believe, could just be rebound like Xbox controller, so you should be able to rebind that yourself. We'll add functionality to rebind buttons, of course, down the line. If you want to localize your game later, be careful to use text for all the UI text. The mouse thing to navigate with a joystick. If you want to localize your game later, be careful to use text. Sorry, what do you mean be careful to use text for all the UI text? I have no plans to localize because I'm not even in a place where I'm planning to ship it yet for English. Text variable. I use text variables all the time. Like all over the place. Not all over the place, but like many things use text because these are all text fields, so I have to convert them to text. Right. as a card, I'm using text. I can't. It's lit. Yep. I need to find the settings on that thing. It's literally called text. I can't not use text. I have installed common UI stuff, but I have not used any of it. There's common text. That's probably what I should be using it. And later on the line, I'll probably replace it all with common UI text. But you mean the string variables you put in the text?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
So is the problem the strings then? Because the text is this I'm putting into this text. I can't not put it into text, but this is text. And I need to do strings because I need to be able to search it and do other stuff. So yeah. I have no plans to localize at the current moment. That is like far advanced, later in the future kind of thoughts. That is like, if I get to that point, awesome. That means the game has been successful, and then I can actually do things like localize. But at the current moment, I didn't even have like even a sliver of a thought about localization for other languages. Plus, I don't know other languages, so I wouldn't be able to localize. I'd have to pay someone else to localize. Then they can deal with it. It's not very hard to localize nowadays if you know other languages. Yeah, sure. If you don't, then luck. It's not like Unreal has a super awesome like person that just sits there and translates your stuff to all different languages. That'd be nice. Okay, I'm gonna reset that. This back to regular variable. AI cap. So I did some tests. I'll add Romans. I'll tell it after that. Yeah, I did some tests to see if I could translate my videos into multiple languages. I was like, okay, AI should be advanced enough where I should be able to have it translate my voice, because there's so many apps that already do this. And there are services online that allow you to translate videos, but they output videos and audio. I don't need video and audio, I just need audio. And it's still not perfect. It's still not perfect. Like it sometimes will literally translate words, and sometimes it will translate them based on context. And that's important, because if you literally translate some words, the sentence can just not make sense. But if you translate based on context, then it does. So at the current moment, only one place I tried worked based off of context, and it was like super expensive. Plus it does video, which I don't. But that's like for 30 minutes of like audio, right? Now text, of course, is cheaper because this all would be text, but it's without someone that knows the language. You need to have someone that knows the language to see, like, hey, does it make sense actually in that language? At the very least. It's not 100% with app like that, but you use bigger local model. That is 99% of the time. It'll be cheap to correct by professional. Yeah, but if it's like, yeah, it'll probably be cheaper to correct by a professional than having them do all localization, entirely. But either way, I don't exactly make a lot of money doing this. I can't afford a localization. let's go with that. I don't do this for the money. I do this because I greatly enjoy working on this. If I end up having this, go somewhere in the end once it's done, fantastic. I'll gladly swap this over to my career. But that's a big ask. A big asterisk. Okay. We've added the second variable. We fixed all the stuff. So now we can change the certain variables here. So we have the... I think I'm gonna delete, or I'm gonna kill the spread, and I don't want to kill the spread increase and spread decrease. No, I'll keep them because they affect auras, and auras are nice. Auras are nice. Yeah. Increase the angle of cone attacks by a certain amount of degrees, and radius of auras by the same amount. Or, oh, you know what? I'll do you know what? I'm going to remove the changing the angle of attack. I'm going to change the angle of attack one. I'll just have this be aura stuff. Increase the radius of auras by a certain percentage and reduce the aura damage by a certain percentage. I'm going to remove the previously, basically the way this worked is one of the earliest stuff I ever set up, which was basically when I had the AoE, the multi-attack with the projectiles, I can make it a narrower or wider cone. And I still have the control to adjust that, but I think I'm going to remove that as a power-up. No, never heard of him. Give me a throne fall. Need something like that. But now I have a publisher. It's maybe different now. That's a throne fall sounds familiar. Oh. Oh, hold on. Did he make a video talking about how much his game made? I don't think I've ever seen this playthrough, but it looks familiar. Maybe I think I might be thinking of the same guy. I don't know. I think I saw maybe a video of his just showing the game and talking about Steam money, just because I was curious. I was searching that up. I was like, hey, I wonder how many, what's the, download sales and stuff like that a while back. I think it came up. Long hair, German. Look, I don't remember. It's been a while. I would not be able to. I'm so bad about these little details. I wouldn't be able to say for sure who it was. Okay. Armor blocking. Okay. Armor reduce all incoming damage by a certain percentage. Do variable. 5, 10, 15. For 6 seconds of being hit, deal... reduce all incoming damage by variable percent. For 6 seconds of being hit, deal... You know what? I'll make it to this a double variable. Yeah, I'll make it a double variable. Why can't I type? There you go. Yeah, our first double variable. So I can make it 666. For the first part. And then, what did I have it before at? 25. So let's have it be, 15, 20, 25. So now we can say, we can also increase this if we wanted to, which would, you say 5 seconds for if you kill someone every 5 seconds, 6 seconds, and 7 seconds, and you'll get a 10, 15, 20% increase because you have a longer time period then. I'll play around with those values. This is hard-coded on the data table. How long would it be to color the value? Oh, like in the card text, you'd want the color to be the value to be a different color or different font or something. That's not a bad idea. I don't know. Can you do that in the text field? How would you do that? That's a great suggestion. But I don't know if that's possible. Right? Like, could I do it here? Is there any way for me to... Because I can't, like, add another text field and be like, continue here. Let's find out. UE5, change color of single word in text. With rich text or something calling, oh, maybe. You need to use a rich text box. You find the styles that you'll actually use in a specific data table, and then you're ready to go. Sec. Hey, Say Toxic, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What's up? What's the question? You better be quick. You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, sorry, you ran out of time for a quick question. Now you can only ask regular questions now. No quick questions allowed. The time for quick questions has run out. Now you're only allowed regular questions. Sorry. I know. Hey, you know, when you say you need a quick question, you got to be quick about it. Stuck with regular questions. It sucks, I know. We all make mistakes where, you know, when we jump into the deep end and not realizing how deep it is, but you know, we gotta live with our. We gotta live with those choices now. When you said so hold on. Text style set. Here we go. Apply style to text. You should assign a data table asset to the rich text blocks as described before, following the steps below to apply the styles from your data table. Well, I'm not using a data table for the rich. I mean, theoretically, maybe I could. I set the index. It's not good. You're thinking to ask? Yeah, no worries. Maybe I do hook it up then to the data table. And then it just gets the information from the data table. And I set the index. That's interesting. I don't know if I want to do it this way through the data table. I probably don't. No, I'm almost like near 100% sure I don't, because we have the variables, and we need to still have the information for the variables and all that, and swap that information out. So we still need to do all the stuff we're doing already. So there's no reason to for it to get it from the data table. It has to do all the math anyway, or all the reformatting anyway, based on the variables. So that part doesn't matter. How do I, though? Here it is. In case you need another style from your data table asset, type the name of the style row. No. Do I need to use data table? Hold on. Can I do it in a non-data table method? No, hold on. How do I change the color of a word? Without data table. Can make 2D Metroidvania game in Unreal. Like, can you make in general? Can you make a 2D Metroidvania game in Unreal? Yes. Unreal does have 2D support, or 2D functionality rather, but it's not very good compared to other like 2D exclusive or 2D like focused engines. So the benefit, I would only choose Unreal for 2D if you're either gonna do 2.5D, like use a lot of the 3D functionality, like 3D lighting and other stuff. Then you can use some benefit from it. Or if you're not like a programmer, you're more an artist, you can use blueprints to create your game. That's another reason why you can use Unreal. But as a 2D specifically engine, or 2D game making engine, it's not the best. You said the code, the style on the data table for the rich text. Ah, that's what it's. Okay, hold on. Now I understand. Go back up to the. You specifically specify rich text style row. Oh, hold on. Let's find out. Data table. Rich text style row. Here's text style. Well then. Okay, well, I figured out what I'm doing tomorrow. We're doing this. I didn't realize rich text can do this. That's awesome. So yes, we will absolutely be changing the colors of the values. And later on, we could even format... Ooh, hold on. Hold on. We can format like keywords and stuff, but let me this does all the text, right? So which text box, select the data table, yeah. Okay, so where we put the text is where we put the formatting, right? So basically, let's say, okay, what? Why is it? I hate it when you do open a new tab and it saves the image. Why? Why is that a thing? So, right? This is just text inside of it. It just formats it then here. So what that means we can do is basically right where we have the variable, then this gets replaced with the number. Let's say 69, because that's nice. And then it can also be replaced with this rich text dot emphasis, or whatever it is at the beginning here, and at the end put this part, right? So we can just do it that way. So it's not any extra effort. We just need to format the string a little bit better before it gets converted to text, and it'll work. Yeah. Yep. You could even do multiple color poisoning damage and green, etc. Yeah. Yeah, this also means you can theoretically, I can do it based on keywords as well. Yeah, I can do it based on keywords as well. So I can have it look for like how, like, I don't know, health up or whatever, right? And make it green. If it, like, for example, it modified health, then it'd be like a green keyword, or maybe I make the keywords gold or whatever. Yeah, this is awesome. I didn't realize, like, I knew it. Rich Tech had different color options and different like text formatting and like underlines and all that jazz, but I didn't realize you can do per word. Colorblind support. I already started thinking about some colorblind stuff. For example, my deck. If I pick up the cards, like, I was trying to figure out what colors do I want to make the outlines, and I intentionally made sure I don't do like red and green. Like, I did white, green, and purple. So I'm already thinking about like, okay, let me just consciously like pick colors that are going to be colorblind friendly. So I'm going to be trying to be like conscious of it, which is just good for me to like being conscious of it more and more as I make things. Like, don't make something green and red, like a stoplight. I'm curious, like, I'm sure people just know what a stoplight is, but sometimes they have like 4 lights when the bottom one's like another thing. I guess you just learn if you're red green colorblind. What does it do? Because there's usually a shape to it, I guess. Why do I have health up again? Why did I get this again? I should not have gone this. It's a set color vision deficiency type. Oh, like you can set it and it'll do it. If that's a setting, like yeah, that's probably something I should play around with. Now it's fine. Yeah, the health up I got was green. Odd, it's not consistent. It's a little weird. Oh, hold on. I think I figured out why. Let's see if I can figure out why. No, it works properly. I thought maybe it's for some reason ignoring them when I added them to my deck, but no, it works fine. One of the healths was higher. Yeah. They were higher value, but I had 2 white health ups at 25 for some reason. That was what I was kind of noticing. I should not have had 2 health ups at 25. So that's what threw me off. Okay. We'll deal with rich text tomorrow, for sure. I'll probably watch like a YouTube video on it. And then probably Watstein's video on it. If I search probably 5 rich text. Oh, Watstein is not like on the top of the list. Probably. I wonder if rich text is an Unreal 5 thing. If that's the case, then that would make sense. It's possible that Unreal 4 didn't have rich text. It only had text. Okay. So things are working well then. Let's continue here. Armor melee. Um, 15, 20, 25. 10, 15, 20. So it was an experimental plugin, I think, in Unreal Engine 4. Ah, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's why I don't recommend people do Unreal 4 these days, like starting out. That's why I tell people to just go Unreal 5. Too many things that are... I mean, Unreal 5 isn't really a new engine. It's just continuing to build on Unreal 4. Really, let's be honest. The UI is even like mostly the same. Yeah, it's been in Unreal 5 possibly since the beginning. Let's do 5, 7, 10. 5, 7.5, 10, and it'll boost damage. Oh, the stacks. Two or 2.5, 5, 7.5. No, 5. 3, 2. No decimals. It's 6 a.m.? Yes, please go to sleep. Jesus Christ. Why are you up? Please, get sleep. My goodness. I love the support, but I worry. Sleepy time, best time. I don't say that enough. I used to say that all the time. Hashtag sleepy time, best time. Because sleepy time is the best time. And everyone should know that.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
You could block the sun in the EU. I was blocking the sun too using using this, which is just like a plasticky fabric thing that just is really good about blocking light. Doesn't block the heat though. I have to buy a portable AC for that. Because right in front of me is northwest. Basically the direction of the sun during sunset. That shit. So prehistoric, I know, right? Well, actually, hold on a second. Why are you calling me prehistoric? You're using clouds. Clouds existed prehistoric. This didn't. I don't have clouds. We have to advance the civilization to create this. I mean, that's what I thought you meant. But you're saying we can block the sun in the EU? Like, I know, like, well, I guess I was thinking of England, which is certainly not the EU anymore. I do forget that part. So that's what I was imagining. That it's just always cloudy and rainy, and so that's why you don't have the sun. But I just realized that that's not the EU anymore. And I don't really know the weather typically in other parts of the world. A metal and plastic shutter? Sorry, you have metal shutters? Wait. Like a garage door style? Like, this is a metal shutter. And I guess, yeah, there's smaller ones that can go in a window. That's metal as hell. Yeah, see what I did there? Yeah, my window blinds I can't change. Yeah, roller shutters. Yeah. My window blinds I cannot change because of an apartment complex. And I don't own the place. Even if the main thing is I don't own the place, so I can't change them. I think this apartment complex probably couldn't change it anyway. But they are so bad. They don't block sun well at all. Hey, Sol1, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Everywhere in EU except England. Well, England is no longer part of the EU, as we've just discussed. So, you're fine with that. You don't even specify not in the EU. Not in England. We have 2 EU? Wait, what do you mean you have 2 EU? Wait. Hold on. I know my geography is bad. But what do you mean we have 2 EU? The geographical one and the border one. Isn't geography also borders? Isn't that how geography works? Is that how, are you also the... Look, guys. I understand you have no sleep schedules. Which is, power to you. But take care of yourselves. Sleepy time, best time. Just take care of yourselves. Yeah, I don't know. I've been to probably geography one and the political one. I'll do that. Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, countries in Europe and countries under Eurocoin. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I see the Europe continent and the EU Union version. Oh, okay. Is England, is Britain still in the European Union then? I don't know enough, as you can tell. I think I'm going to remove phase shift as an ability. Swapping between able to move through enemies and not every 5 seconds. I think I'm going to remove it. I don't think it's a good one. Moving it. That was the Brexit. Silly American. Oh man, so it was Canadian Thanksgiving here. Which, by the way, I don't understand. Because, as an American, right, I am told that the reason Thanksgiving is celebrated is because of the Native Americans. And, we came together and, had, I guess, turkey and we made peace or something like that. Don't ask me for the actual historical thing. I don't remember it. I remember that was just the summary of it. But why does Canada celebrate Thanksgiving and on a different day? It also eats turkey up here. They also eat turkey up here. The hell does Canada celebrate? It's not the same Thanksgiving. Or did they the Native Americans agreed to with Canada like almost 2 months or like a month and a half before they agreed with and made peace with America at the time. What is this? Why are there 2 different days? Turkey's not going to eat it. No, I'm talking about Thanksgiving specifically. I don't mind that they eat turkey. I want to know, like, I thought of Thanksgiving as an American holiday. But they also celebrate Thanksgiving in Canada, but on a different day. So I don't understand then what is it celebrated for in Canada? You know why Canada has to? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Not even a little bit. Do you know? Capitalism. How'd they choose the date then? Why is it not the same day? I would agree if it was capitalism if they made it on the same day and they had like Black Friday. Big holidays are great for selling stuff? Maybe. Since Turkey is from Canada, maybe it's a common thing to have a link. I don't know. Wait, turkeys are from Canada? Wait. They're native to the Americas. North America. Yeah, it's just North America. It doesn't say Canada. Thanksgiving in Canada has generally been about celebrating the fall harvest and giving thanks to food it provides before the cold season sets in. Winter comes a lot earlier in Canada, so our fall harvest happens earlier too. Oh, is that what it's... Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, you know what? Makes sense. Canada's smart. They don't want to go broke, so they celebrate it early. When Christmas comes around, they would have extra time to recover from their spendings. Yeah, but the thing is, it's not Thanksgiving that, right? That is the money, the reason people spend money around that time. It's Black Friday that follows after Thanksgiving, that where the sales happen. That's why, you know, things like that happen here. There's no sales going out here, at least as far as I know. That's not a thing. So, yeah. It's, I wish there were sales. One thing I noticed immediately after I moved to Canada was the insane costs of everything compared to the wages. So, wages, in Canada are garbage compared to the US, at least in the 3D field. When I say 3D, I mean like games, film, anything like all that 3D stuff, right? So if you have a job that pays, let's say a senior level position that pays $100,000 salary, or like about $100,000 yearly in the United States, it'll pay you $100,000 in Canada. But here's the thing, that's $100,000 Canadian in Canada, not in US dollars. So what does that mean? That means 100,000 US dollars should be about 138,000 Canadian. So really, you're only getting paid $72,500, right? Because they're just paying you the same 100,000 but Canadian. But here's the kicker: if you want to buy a car, most of the groceries, anything on Amazon or online, guess what the prices are? They're all freaking US dollars and then just converted. They don't account for the difference here in income. It's like, hey, you want to buy something for $100 US? You're paying, then you're paying $137 Canadian. So Canadians are just getting screwed, where their income is just considerably less, but the costs of things are the same. Now, certain things are lower. Like, for example, buying a house. And I say buying because renting is equal. I'm near near a major city, and it's about the same cost as living in LA. Converted. I don't know how, it's just crazy. Canada's smart. They don't want to go broke, so they celebrate early. Oh, yeah. That's called hidden taxation. What's the taxes like? When I did the math on my tax bracket last I checked, it was less taxes in Canada than is in the US. Just slightly. But it's like the same system. It's tax brackets. Also, right now, I have the worst of both. I'm getting double taxed. I'm getting taxed by both Canada and the US right now on my income. Over 45% of my income is being taxed. It's insane. I'm waiting for my PR to come in. I really need that PR to come in. PR being permanent residency in Canada. So that way I can just say I'm working in Canada and living in Canada. Because right now, it is rough. Being double taxed. Basically, I have to pay on my income the state and federal taxes in the US. And I have to pay, or whatever the two taxes are in the US, and I have to do the same thing in Canada for where I live. Pain. Pain. But on the bright side, it is I still have enough, thankfully. So this is not like a cry for subs or bits or whatever. This is I'm fine. Like I'll survive until I have I'll get the other part of it. Fun fact, if you owe the IRS money, you can't leave the country. Interesting. Double tax? You really are a descendant of the USSR? Wait, what? Most places you get double taxed. There's usually state and federal. Everywhere. So in this sense, I'm getting quadruple taxed. It's even worse. I'm quadruple taxed. Right, because I'm paying basically, state and federal in both countries. I'm really hoping I can write off a lot of that come tax season. Because I hope. I can get a discount somehow. I'll need to find people and pay them to do my taxes. I can't do that myself. But yeah. We'll see. Ooh. Oh, you know the orbiting orbs ability? 3 orbs spawn around you, damaging enemies upon contact. I'm gonna remove the 3-second cooldown per orb. We can make that a variable, and we can start with 3 on the base one. Then we got 4 or 5 orbs starting out. Get 80% federal tax and 70% state tax for import. So nice to pay double the price. Jesus Christ, 80% federal tax on import? Jesus Christ. You work and make income, you get taxed. You go buy a car, you get taxed. You sell a car, you get taxed. I live in my house, I get property. Yeah, I don't understand that. To this day, that still does not make sense to me. Right? Like, you got paid, the money got taxed. They have taken the tax on your money already. Why are you being taxed again on the same money? You're being double taxed on the same dollar you earned, effectively. Why? I don't understand it. An 800 USD iPhone costs more than $600 US here? Jesus Christ. And that means that, so what that means is they don't even adjust for like localized pricing. You pay tax, you get tax. And the worst is, if you don't pay tax, you get even more tax. Infinite tax loop. I know, right? Oh. It's bad. It's bad. Okay, well. On that fun note, I say we call it a night. Tomorrow we're gonna go rich text and set that up because this is awesome. Our little deck thing is gonna be even prettier. Now it's kind of nice, but then we'll have like a bold and colored stuff. It's time. Fuck, I'm late. What are you late for? You mean it's late? Like, are you time for bed yet? Go to bed. Because it's not 6:30 a.m. like for some people, but just get some sleep. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been fun. Back tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific for some more game dev. Yeah, we'll continue working on the deck building and power-ups and all that good stuff. So, thank you guys for watching. Till next time. Good night.